All right, 5 a.m. It's gonna be an extremely busy day today. I'm debating if I should get up. It would be good to get things started, but it's gonna be dark for a few hours still. Hard call. Okay, here we are, second last day. I got an early start today. Got up, honestly, I got up at 5, debated getting up, but then I went back to sleep till 7:30. I'm out here in the back forest. This is behind the pool, behind where the hot tub would go if we put one in. Leslie says we should probably get one if we have all these college students. And yeah, really, it's actually quite nice. I've never been out here at sunrise, but I got an early start, changing out the locks on the gates. Go with the heavy duty locks while we're gone. And then we have passcode locks when we're there, so that's a little easier to get in and out without keys. But yeah, start of a good day, lots going. Laundry's already rolling, all kinds of stuff. This is the back gate. And of course, right out the back gate is beautiful orchards, apple orchards. And then some really cool trees. Really cool lock too on this guy, isn't that great? Oh, I love that. It's a power lock EDF, so that's a good, it'll be, we're set there. You know, wish I would have had time to get all these piles. There's really quite a few piles of trees. Didn't get them all cut up, but you only have so much time. Coming all the way around here. Yeah, but you know what? We might this year, we might bring on some grad students to help us, kind of grad interns kind of thing, and have them do some of the work and kind of enjoy the program, kind of a work study kind of thing. So if we do, that'll be great. That'll help us quite a bit. What a beautiful sunrise. I wonder if you can hopefully you can appreciate it. It looks so good. I'm definitely gonna miss this. The car's done well too. 2-year lease. Thankful for it. You know, like every season's nice. You know, and being able to see the sunrises and sunset is probably one blessing of the long dark. I don't know what this looks like, but to you, but man, oh man. I don't think you catch the orangeness of it. It's just quite a beautiful glow. All right, watch that disgusting tablecloth that I've been using. You can see why we need a better table. It's only works with tablecloths. So we need something that's about 4 meters, and with just the number of meals and students we have, it just doesn't make sense to have tablecloths. Yeah, everybody's working today. We got to charge up the vacuum cleaners. Every vacuum cleaner's got to get on the action today. Good times. I'm just trying to capture how cool this orange glow coming through this orange room with the orange sunset is. It just is not translating to camera, but it is really quite luminescent. I mean, it still works. Though it did just poke me and that hurt. All right, job 3 is to drive away the power tools, the broyer de bois, and the tondeuse. Now this tondeuse, 3rd time, already 2 times we fixed tires. Well, it looks like we're down for number 3. It's okay, we'll get her fixed next time. Time to go away for the season. You know, just had a thought. Leslie's been saying, you know, one of the things we should consider getting is a hot tub, because of course college students would enjoy that, going out and having a hot tub. And then of course there's a sort of a pool over here, so Leslie wonders about putting it behind, you know, under that roof over there, making a cool spot. I like it, but my goodness, a cold walk during the cold season. Suddenly I thought, I wonder about this for a hot tub house. What about the train station? It's a little bit closer. It's got a cool little square. You can put it right in the middle. You're kind of covered. I don't know. I mean, Leslie's the brains of the operation, so we'll see what she says, but it just felt like a cool idea. We have power at both spots and water at both spots. That's one of the great things about buying a chateau that used to be an amusement park. One look at the house from over here. Yeah, isn't that great? The farther you get back, the better the house looks, because it comes into proportion, but still it looks cool. All right, on to job 4. All right, sometimes for me, psychology-wise, I try to start the day with a few quick ones. So I knocked off 3 real quick ones. Now it's time to get to a couple harder ones. Air out the house won't be hard. That'll be quite fun. But secure the tap in Amy's shower. That's a hard one. Install the walls. Those will both take some time, but we'll get her done. And by the way, we're gonna finish off 100 euro for 21 days. 3 meals left, 3 not including breakfast. I'm gonna have crepes twice. We're gonna go out with a bang, and then unfortunately ground beef and spaghetti. I just don't dig the ground beef here, and I apologize. Maybe we haven't found the right one yet. Okay, job 4. We gotta secure those pipes to the wall so that they don't move around and break, obviously. So I went and got some new ones. The old ones look very similar, but they couldn't be reused for a couple of reasons. So I picked up a new one. Hopefully it's all stainless. Yeah, we'll paint it too. We'll drill a hole into the wall, and then we'll get the screw in there in a holder, and then tighten her all down. Now I learned something like yesterday. It's important to drill into the middle of a tile. It's really tempting to go right in between those down there, right on the line. But when you do, you risk either breaking the tile or pushing it off. So you got to go through the middle of the tile. Well, we'll still need to paint those, and honestly, there's some fine tuning that can be done, but for now, it's good, it's secure, it's not gonna break. So that's job 4. So time to air out the house, and definitely this room, which smells like smoke. I wonder why. Typically, I only open one of the windows because, hey everybody, because it is so, the wind comes through so powerfully that you just don't need more. So. And this is a good system. I don't know if I've shown this before, but our former owner has put wires or chains behind each one so that they don't blow open, which is very important. Incidentally, this window needs to be one of the ones that gets repaired earlier, repainted and sanded down. It's seen some better days. And I just noticed this. Here's across the corner. See the turret? I always assumed it was the blue bathroom over there. It is, but then this little powder room is actually half of they've sectioned off like a quarter of the turret. So super interesting. I never really put that together for some reason. Airing out the house has to be one of my favorite jobs. The windows are all extremely sticky. I wonder if it's a humidity issue or a seasonal thing. Looks like our roof is finally dried out, so now I can sand that down and paint it. This was our perfect roof. This was one of the only perfect roofs. And then tragic to have the water leaking so badly. So that's a train. We'll get it back. We'll get it back. All right. Windows open over 3 levels. We'll get to the basement too and open that up a little bit. Though the basement has some points that are always open, so it actually gets pretty good airflow. Good breeze through here. Nice dry day too. Really good day to air it out. Sunny too. Job 5 done. Time to start on the walls. It's so much nicer when everything's level. Like look at this guy. Yeah, we'll 100% accept that. Yeah, it goes right into the back, fits in perfectly. It's gonna give us a beautiful edge right down there. Perfect. Okay, job 6 going great. You can see why we were kind of in a dilemma on this shower because it was definitely too small at 70 centimeters. This is 80, it takes up a good percentage of the room, but it's gonna be a whole lot more comfortable to shower in here. And Leslie and I both hate the corner doors. So we went with with a door this side, which pulls right over so you can easily get in. Yet, I don't know, we don't have the corner door. Again, it was tight because if we would have gone much bigger, how do you get in, right? But with, this is no problem. I'm obviously a pretty big guy and I can get in no problem. Close this up and we'll have a lovely shower and look at the beautiful trees. Job 6 done. Now again, remember, we're gonna have kind of a marble-like tile on the rest of the wall, so that will be changing too, but it's not there yet. But shower is functional, looks great, and it's gonna be much more pleasant with the bigger size. So a good job done, or at least started. The paint's not bad in this room, so it will not be hard to paint, not huge cracks. They've got this stuff. There's a substance that they kind of put on. It's like a wallpaper, but it just kind of goes on and you paint it. I imagine it's to cover up all the imperfections, so that could end up being really helpful. Several rooms have it already, and I imagine more will eventually. Okay, now clearly this tap needs to change, but I'm gonna try to see if I can get a bonus job in here. Look, it kind of shoots all over the place. It's super annoying. I'll see if I can clean that up. Yeah, we're definitely gonna get this. I gave it a loosen up. We'll get this little guy off. And we'll clean that out and that'll make a big difference. Yeah, much better. Took off that top. There's a bunch of junk in there. You know, it's a little thing. I heard someone say, you know, it's good to be handy. Somebody was saying on the comments, good to be handy, and it certainly is. But, you know, anyone can learn this stuff. Like, you know, I grew up knowing nothing, but YouTube honestly taught me everything. You want to change a toilet, Google how to change a toilet. You know, after 2 or 3 videos, different ones, you'll have a good idea how to do it. After 4 or 5, 6 videos, you'll even be able to tell which people are better at it and which are worse, and you'll be able to start to be a little bit discerning. So just watch some videos, you can figure stuff out. The world, it's a great teacher, YouTube. All right, well, this is nice. It's lunchtime. My neighbor, Alphonse, came over, and he brought me, isn't this nice? They brought us some of the meat that they shot from the wild boar. Oh, I should have given you a warning not to look if you don't like meat, but that's just a nice big steak. We'll have that with some students. I'll try to get that wrapped up in the freezer. Shame not to eat it fresh, isn't it? But there's no way one of me can eat this the next day. Okay, we're coming to the end of our time. So I'm ending off with some crepes. La crepe. So good. This is didn't break the yolk on that one. That'll be really tasty. And then of course we'll follow it with a dessert Nutella crepe. Cheap, tasty, awesome. Okay, so while my neighbor was over, he also mentioned that we've had a lot of winds, and there was a big wind, blew down a branch, and it took out part of our fence. Also, there's a big dead tree that we have that's maybe gonna hit their telephone line. So anyways, we're gonna get that taken care of. And we walked over and took a look. That was fun. But then what was bad about it is I've got everything on the laundry, so I'm just wearing a house coat, a t-shirt, and how can I get down here with this thing? Shorts. So not looking super distinguished. Try to explain that, but the language difficulty, it's laundry day. All my good clothes are in the I'm not this crazy walking around my big castle with my house coat and my shorts. All right, job 8 is sad. It's secure the shutters and close the windows. That's a sad job. I always hate to do it every time. And a little bit tricky too, honestly. Some of them are a bit warped, so it takes quite a bit of persuasion to get it all locked down good. But with the shutters closed, this is way up on the premier etage, so no one's climbing in here. And with the shutters closed and latched, then even if a window broke, we'd be okay. Okay, at this point, I've lost track of how many jobs I've done, but I'm trying to get this laundry done. Now, one of the things about Europe, the dryer's kind of dry. They're just, I don't know, they don't put a lot of heat into it. It takes forever, like literally 4 hours sometimes to dry a load. So, you know, you do what you do, but it'll eventually get dry. In the meantime, I continue to wear my shorts and house coat. All right, job 8 is setting up a bunch of security cameras. We got a ton of them. I won't show you where they all are, but it's been fun. I'm not sure what job it is, but next job is to check all the gutters, make sure the guards are still in place, and there's not too much debris. And I don't see a guard, and I see shingles covering up the downspout, so that's not good. Yeah, so when you're up changing out the gutter, that's exactly what you don't want to see. Look at all those tiles. I don't know where they came from, but a bunch of them fell. All right, out comes our handy screen tool. We pulled the screen back up. No, that's what it's supposed to look like. Is it just me? Or do those look like really big poops for a bird? So this is the back corner one. This one's usually really good. This is actually the worst I've seen this one. It's not bad, but we'll pick some of it up just to be safe. Okay, so this is typically our worst, and actually not bad. That grate has helped a lot, so we'll clean that out. Good news. All right, number 3's back in. This is our cloggiest gutter, so that's good. I'm at this point battling the sun going down because there's no light up here, so gotta move fast. All right, number 4. 4 is usually good. Yeah, not bad. Quick clean on that one, easy. Okay, this one's tough. 5's tough, it's too far away. So I'm kind of out here on the ledge a little bit, but I'm not on the ledge. I think I'm not on the ledge. I'm still over the building, don't tell Leslie. close up to the roof, by the way. Yeah, I'd say it's old. So I just touched this a bit. Isn't that depressing? Such beauty, and it's just turning to sand. Tragic, tragic. Not gonna lie, I feel pretty good about that one. I wasn't sure I was gonna get that one. It's a long ways away. And number 6 is presenting a real problem. If you give it a pull, the top comes free, the bottom's stuck. Now I'm a big guy, I can pull hard, but how hard do you pull before it breaks apart and then you don't have a window? Tough call. We'll have to go not too hard, but we got to get it open. Sheer luck. That was sheer luck. You know what I did? I had one hand pulling up here, and then the second hand I just tapped it like this. And somehow that made it come loose. Okay, good news. Number 6 was still there. It was sitting upside down, but it was still doing its job, and there was not too much debris. There's not a lot of debris that falls on this side of the house. You know, we're at the bump out. So we'll see if we can get that thing in, and it looks like we beat the sun. Thank you, Lord. That is a beautiful sight. It's the last one. The gutters are protected, and honestly, the gutters are probably the most dangerous part, even worse than the roof, because when the water backs up on the gutters, it goes crazy. So it's great to see all 6 downspouts free and with cages. The number of weeks we're gone is not too many this time, so we should be more than fine. All right, job 12. Come out to the gates and bar the gates. Always sad to bar the gates, but actually quite glad to have gates. And the second line of defense is now also locked, the 8-foot metal iron fence. You know, people talk to us all the time about security and stuff, and sometimes they're nervous for us. I'm kind of like, you know, we really don't have very much in the chateau. Like, we're not super rich, so there's not like there's treasure and jewels, and there's none of that stuff. And you know, and the people that originally owned this thing, they had some stuff, and so I mean, they put like gate after lock after 5 or 6 locks per door. It's a fortress. You know, we feel pretty good actually. Okay, job 13 was to take the big long pieces of metal from the shower, the stuff that, you know, could be recycled or reused, and take them out to the stables and put them in a shed. So there we go. Okay, I'm gonna move the camera. To cheer myself, I put the big chandelier on, lighting up the entire house. May as well enjoy it for a bit, right? Let's see if we can see it from here. Yes, indeed. You know, I needed that. This was a tough day. I was a little grumpy, as you could probably tell. But, boy, it kind of brights out, doesn't it? But it sure looks good. Walking up to this thing, it's just like the sea of light. It's so great. All right, super warm day in the chateau. It's about 7 p.m. and I'm eating dinner. It's a little later than I like to eat, but just so many things to do today. So I'm down to the bare bones. We've almost got everything out of the fridge. And so this was a meal I was dreading, spaghetti and meat sauce. Now, you know, God love it. I just don't like the hamburger here. And I don't really like the tomato sauce either. So it's not, you know, I'm doing whatever I can to try to help it. So I've got some really crusty bread that I toasted and put some boursin on. And put a little boursin on this, you know, on the sauce. Hopefully it won't be terrible. Then we got some extra milk. So I got to finish that up, and then a little espresso, and we call it a dinner. Good day, stressful day, lots and lots of work, and I still have more to do tonight, but I think I'm gonna make it. And I hate it when you come down to the line with stuff. It's much nicer when you're ahead of the game. I have lost track of what job I'm on now, but the next job for the evening, it's about 7:10. Was packing up this sanglier meat. Isn't that great? Look at that wild boar. Big, huge couple of, well, it's a big, huge roast. I had to cut it in 2 to get in the bags, but that's going to be terrific. I think the students will enjoy eating some wild boar in rural France. Super thoughtful. Super thoughtful, the neighbors to bring it over. Very nice. So I installed these 6 security cameras, and all day I'm walking around and I'm getting notifications. Somebody's here, somebody's there. Of course, every time it's just me, so, you know, no big deal. Then about 7:20 at night, I decided to turn off all the lights, head to bed, start to do my video editing and other work. And 1 minute after I get into the room, notification, and I see this. Now, I don't know what it is. I don't think the spirit world's coming for us or anything. I tried to look at it from different cameras. Eventually, it lasted for about 30 minutes. So eventually, I just turned off the cameras, got a good sleep. You know, you do what you gotta do.